to my 1K Q&A and giveaway, yay! And yes, I did do that on purpose so it would rhyme. So yeah, thanks guys so much, so much for 1,000 subscribers. That is just so amazing. I am so chuffed and so happy, and yes, thank you. So as promised, if you saw my last Kikki.K haul, and I said there was like, I'd ordered like a super secret special surprise for when I reached 1,000 subs, yeah, I've got it just sitting over there looking at me, ready to do a giveaway. So yeah, you guys beat me to it, because I was planning that it was going to live on my shelf for like a good month, but you guys, you got there quick, so thank you. I also, about 2-ish weeks ago, can't remember, did a Q&A call out to ask if there was anything you wanted to ask me, and then I would answer, so I have the questions to do that as well. So the giveaway prize is a joking Q&A first, giveaway at the end. So yes, let's get started on this Q&A. I have quite a few questions to get through, so thanks everyone. I wasn't expecting this many. Wow. So hopefully we'll get through them quickly enough and the video won't be 5 hours long, but I'm gonna answer them all. So they're not in any order of preference or anything. I've just put them in chronological order of when they came in. I have, however, there's like a couple of similar-ish questions, so I kind of put those together so I can answer them all at once. So that's what I'm doing there. So the first 3 questions come from someone called, how do you say that? Elise Salter? Is that how you say that? Elise? Question for first, where do you get your inspiration from? Well, inspiration comes from what I'm doing. So for example, if I'm making a flipbook or pen pal flipbook for someone, or a birthday card, my inspiration is that person, usually. Knowing what they like, knowing what they might like to see, so that kind of thing. Usually, I will also get inspired just like flicking through ephemera and paper pads and going, you know, like my eye is really drawn to this thing right now, so I'm gonna create something based around this particular thing. And the same kind of goes for like scrapbooking and journaling, so it's the event itself, like the event of the picture itself, that's my inspiration. And as for like planner spreads and stuff, it's usually looking at the stash as well. So I'll just look through my sticker book that has all of my weekly kits in and just go flick. That has caught my eye today. That is what I'm going to go for. And usually the season makes a difference. So at the moment it's spring, so I'm doing lots of springy florals and stuff. When it's Christmas, you do Christmassy ones. That kind of thing. So yeah, that's hopefully a good answer from where I get my inspiration. Question the second, who are your favourite crafty / planner related YouTubers? My goodness, there's a lot. That's mostly what I do on YouTube, is watch crafty planner related videos. I don't watch much else, to be honest. There are a number of people who, like, when they publish a video, I'm like, yes, this person has published a video. I'm gonna go watch it like right now if I can. Or in the next few hours I will watch this video. And those are so Gemma, obviously, of Gemma Rose Crafts. I'm having a brain freeze. Let's go on my subscriptions, have a little look. Oh, the internet's being really slow. So recently I've been obsessed with a channel called Creatively Free 2 Be Me, that's a number 2. I found it because she commented on one of my videos, and I usually like check out the people who've commented to see if they've got a channel that I could like have a look at and subscribe to if I'm interested in that. And yeah, absolutely love her stuff. Hi, if you're watching, I hope you are because you've asked a question. But yes, love her style. I just really enjoy watching hers, so those are awesome. Zoe Guest, UK Scrapper, does some awesome stuff, as does Scrappy Nerd UK. And there's another one in that sort of area whose name has just completely fallen out of my brain there, so oops. I like the vintage planners videos. I'm sorry, I just can't think of them all right now. They just escaped from my brain. I don't watch many big channels. I prefer smaller ones just because I kind of connect to them on a deep spiritual level because I'm a small channel myself. So yeah. I'm trying to think of this. One big channel actually I really like is Shamel's videos. Shamel, who does American craft stuff. Her Glitter Girl adventures are brilliant and really helpful and just really inspiring, so I really like her videos as well. That's all I can think of off the top of my head. I'm really, really sorry if I've left anyone obvious out, but if I've ever spoke to you before, I probably do watch your videos, but I can't, and I'm really bad at commenting as well, like remembering to comment on videos, say, hey, this was awesome. I need to get better at that, note to self. Question 3, oh my goodness, this is going to take ages if I've spent this long on 3 questions. Whoops. What is your favourite physical or online crafty shop where you get your supplies? Well, I shop a lot, as you guys might know. Favourite is probably the Range. I just love going in the Range. It's just like the crafters heaven in there because it's for the most part really, really cheap prices, and yeah, I just love going in there. It's like just a treasure hoard of amazing things, except you have to pay for them, but still really, really love going in the Range. Like Hobbycraft is good, but can be pricey. I like the Works, but sometimes I don't have that much stuff in. And online, well, I haven't mentioned Kikki.K because that's the obvious answer. Kikki.K is my absolute favourite, but it's not really getting supplies from Kikki.K. I don't know. I mean, I do use my Kikki.K stuff, but at the same time, it is a bit of shelf decoration. I do use them, I promise. But yes, a favourite would probably be the Range because I love it. So that's the end of the questions from Alice. And next we have Tina Con, who has 4 questions. So number 1, you mentioned in your video about using your silhouette machine. Do you use your machine a lot, and what do you mainly use it for? Well, to be fair, I don't use it as much as I did when I first got it because obviously the novelty wears off. But I still definitely use it. I actually cut some stickers yesterday, I can show you, because they're just sitting here. Actually, I can't show you all of them because I made address labels for myself, so I better not show you those. But I made some stickers of my cat. So these are pictures of my cat that I've cut around and made stickers. Made quite a few stickers for friends, stuff that I just thought they would like. I've made some ephemera for myself. I've made dashboards. I can show you one. So there's like a dashboard there. You can see I cut out the yay in the middle there. So there's another thing that I made. Also made page markers. Let me just show you one of those. So there's one of the page markers there. So obviously like the title sticks out at the top there. So I've made a bunch of those as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm still getting to grips with it. There's a lot to learn when it comes to a silhouette, but yes, and I did might have my first silhouette boo-boo yesterday. I hear people complain about them a lot and them messing up, and I'd be like, what is everyone complaining about? I'm having a great time with mine. It's never gone wrong. And yesterday, cut settings went wrong, so I had to recut all those stickers, but it's fine, it's fine. It's a learning curve. Question 2, have you always been crafty? Yes, is the easy answer to that. Well, actually, I'd say I've always been arty. Like, I can remember getting so many art kits as a kid. And I'm not just talking, like, Crayolas. I mean, like, my dad would buy me really, really expensive stuff. Stuff that was far too expensive for a child, to be honest. But bless him, he bought them for me anyway. And I've still got a beautiful, it's not in this room, wooden easel. Like, a big one that he bought me. So I've always been arty, and that kind of just... sometimes 2 things sort of come hand in hand together. So, yeah. I mean, I was making cards for family members since ever, and I don't mean, like, obviously kids often make cards for their parents and stuff, and like a painted handprint or something and a couple of stickers, but I genuinely mean like a proper crafted these cards. Like, my mum probably has some still, I imagine, in like a little memory box. So yeah, pretty much always been. I mean, it's probably a block of time during my teenage years when I was an awful human being, where I didn't do anything because teenagers, ugh. But yeah, pretty much always been crafty, yes. Number 3, craft-wise, is there a piece of equipment you would love but cannot afford / justify buying? Well, 6 months ago I would have said a silhouette, but got that now, thank you Black Friday. Let me think. I really want that, I think it's We Are Memory Keepers, but I might be wrong. The thing that, like, you can put your stickers, alpha stickers, for those who don't know, like these, hello close up, like these, so you can put them on this thing and make them slant and make them curve and before you stick them on, but at the same time I don't trust thickers. I don't think they're sticky enough. I always put a little bit of glue on them as well because I just find that they always pop back off again, like the stickiness is not good. So it's probably a bit of an unnecessary item and I probably wouldn't use it because of the fact that I need to add the extra glue, but I really want to be able to do curved titles and fancy titles with my thickers. But if I try to do them without that stencil or frame or whatever, I would just make a hideous mess of it. So that's one thing, but I just can't justify buying it. And question 4, do you always make cards for birthdays, etc., or do you sometimes buy them? I make about 95% of cards, I suppose. I didn't used to make cards for men, so like my dad and my brothers-in-law and stuff, because I didn't really know how, like I wasn't sure how to make. So much craft stuff is obviously girly, and I just didn't know what to do to make a card for a man. But I think it was sort of beginning last year I tried something out and it worked, so now I do make cards for men. The only people I don't make cards for are my 4 nephews, because they're boys. They're all under the age of 12 and they just wouldn't appreciate it. So it's not really worth my time because they'll just be like, where's the Star Wars on this card? So yes, that's why I don't make for my nephews. Obviously I love them dearly and it's not about like the time, it's just I know they won't appreciate it. I got interrupted by something. Yes, so those are the only people I don't make cards for because just they're young boys, they don't care really. They just want the present and the money in the card and all. So yes, thank you Tina Con for your questions. So next, Zoe Michelle. Hey Zoe. 4 questions from you as well. 4 seems to be a popular number. What is the difference between copper and rose gold? I am so glad you asked that question. So to answer scientifically, I have Googled the actual difference between the metals themselves. So copper is a pure metal that has been used for at least 10,000 years and has been used for everything from currency, tools, usable and decorative objects, sculpture to jewellery and burial ornaments. It is in alchemy, the symbol for copper is also the symbol for the goddess and planet Venus. Fun fact. Rose gold is a pinkish gold. It became fashionable around the beginning of the 19th century and blah 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 blah, very long paragraph about the history of rose gold. Rose gold is an alloy made from gold and copper. 18-karat rose gold is typically comprised of 75% gold, 21% copper and 4% silver. 22-karat rose gold is made up of 91.6% gold and 8.4% copper alloy. The latter is also known as crown gold. So, yes, there's your scientific explanation, but also most of the stuff obviously that we buy is not real copper or rose gold, but yes, rose gold is a bit of copper in gold. And colour-wise, the difference is rose gold is a pinkish hue and copper is more of an orangey red hue. I just thought of a metaphor, sorry, Kikki.K, for the rose gold thing. So imagine you're painting and you've got some red paint and you've got some white paint. The red paint is the copper. Red is a primary colour, copper is a pure metal. And all the representations of copper that you get that aren't actually the metal, but never mind. So yes, the red is the copper, the white is the gold, it's the other pure metal. To make pink, you put some red in the white, then you mix it up and you've got pink. Rose gold is the same thing. You take a little bit of copper, add it to some gold, and you've got rose gold. So think of it like that. Copper is the pure, rose gold is the mix, and it's a little bit of the copper and mostly gold. So you could also think of it like rose gold is like a young blushing bride. Gold is blushing, whereas copper is it's a good red-headed lass kind of thing. I'm allowed to say that because I am red-headed. There are roots coming through. I don't just dye my hair red, it's also red underneath. But yeah, so I don't know, I'm so unnecessarily obsessed with this thing, I really am, but oh well. I also completely appreciate the fact that some of the stuff in shops that you think might be rose gold is very borderline, and sometimes you're just looking at it like I just can't tell what that is, if it's rose gold or copper. And also some of the time the stuff advertised as rose gold, I'm like, well, that's neither, that's just brass. I go, ugh, neither. So yes, as I said, unnecessarily obsessed with this thing, so that's the difference. Now, if only I had something that was an official rose gold to show you the difference between the two. Ooh. Rose gold, see? Pinkish hue, pinkiness going on. Copper, orangey. See the difference? See the difference? So yes, there you go. That's the difference. Orangey, pinky, orangey, pinky. That's the difference. I don't know why it's so important to me. I don't know why it annoys me so much, but that's what it is. So yes, I realise rose gold is everything these days. It's absolutely everything. But you know what? Prefer copper. Question 2. If you had a factory to make whatever you wanted, what would you make? And what would its name be? Does this have to be planner and crafty related? Because if it doesn't, the answer is a delicious chocolate ice cream that was lacto-free and also absolutely 0 calories, but didn't taste like it was 0 calories. Because that's the honest answer of what I really, really want. And I don't care what its name was, just give me the chocolate ice cream that I can actually eat. So, yes, that. Please. But if it has to be like planner or crafty related, then can I just own a Kikki.K factory? Would that work? And I'll call it Grace's Kikki.K factory. Yeah? Is that okay? Yeah, that's what I want. Question 3. If you could only use one planner, like literally one planner, that's verbatim there, for everything, which would it be? I hate this question. I want them all. I don't want to choose. I suppose it would be, well, it would obviously be a ringed planner because I'm very much a rings girl, but what size? Like, A5 or personal, like A5 because I can fit everything in and I prefer my weekly spreads on A5 and I prefer the space in A5, but A5 is not very portable. So personal, I think. So a personal ringed planner. Does it have to be one particular one? Because in which case, pause, Kikki.K pause. But if I can change up the style, then that would be great. Just because, you know, I like new planners sometimes. But a ringed personal, if there was a gun to my head. But I would still be sad about not having an A5 because I want both. Question 4. Other than ATGs, what is the most pointless yet most popular, in your opinion, item that most planner people have? Now, firstly, I never said ATGs were pointless. I just said they were pointlessly huge, okay? Don't turn me into a fucking crafting pariah over here. But, yeah, I said they were just huge. But, okay, what's pointless? Well, I know what she wants me to say and I'm not going to say it, but I can't really think of anything specific right now, but I do find in the planner community, people buy a lot of crap they don't need. And I mean, I know I do that as well sometimes, but I do genuinely use pretty much everything. But you'll get someone buy this one thing and people like the look of it and it'll be on Facebook or Instagram or something and everyone will just go absolutely nuts and everyone's like, oh, I need this, I need this, I need this. And then everyone buys it and then the phase just finishes. Like overnight, the phase of whatever this one item is, just everyone goes, I need this. And then it just finishes like that. Then the item is just gone forever and no one remembers it. So I think there's a lot of pointless things that people buy just because they see it and lust after it. I've now learnt to take a step back and usually if there's like a big item that everyone's nuts about, I usually, as I said, take a step back and say, do I really need this item? Do I really, really want it? Or do I want it because I'm seeing pictures of it and it's being thrust at me at various social media outlets going, buy me, buy me. So yeah, I can't think of a particular thing. I mean, if it's something someone loves, then maybe it's not pointless. If you love it, then it's not pointless to you. but yeah, I do find people just kind of buy crap because everyone is buying it. So yeah, that's a non-answer to that question. Thank you for your questions. Gemma Rose Crafts asked 2 questions, and I'm going to ignore the first because she's being a troll on purpose. She's also being a troll with the second question, but I'm going to answer it anyway. So question 2, because as I said, the first is being ignored. Do you think you will set up an Etsy store now you have a silhouette? The reason she asked that is because when I got a silhouette, the amount of people who said, so when you're opening your Etsy store, I'm like, I'm not opening, I just have a silhouette for personal use. So yeah, that's why she's answering that. So for everyone out there who bought a silhouette and wants to just use it for themselves, I feel your pain. Now, I'm not saying I'm never going to open an Etsy store. Maybe one day I will. I should really get around to like maybe making a tiny bit of money from all this stuff I do all day, but you know, I find business daunting, and I would never open a sticker shop that just sells stickers and sticker kits and functionals and stuff, because obviously there's lots and lots of shops out there, and I couldn't do as much as, like, I couldn't do as good a job as they do. And also I don't know how they do it, because oh my goodness, silhouettes make so much noise. Like, how do you do it when you're cutting all those stickers, and it just all the time? Just how do you do it? I have so much respect for sticker sellers now. I have a silhouette, oh my goodness. Kerry Manning asks, how old were you when you first started planning, and what was your first planner? Well, I had a fun fax when I was a kid, which was awesome, and I have no idea. I keep wanting to go into my parents' attic to see if it's still there, but at the same time spiders, so I'm not going to do that. But my first proper planner I got when I was 17, so that's 10 years ago now, and I worked in an office and I was ridiculously unorganised, and my boss bought me a Filofax, bless her. It was a Pocket Finsbury, a purple one if I remember rightly, and I used that for years and years and years, and I have genuinely no idea where it is. Like, I just don't know. I had like a big sort of life-changing event in 2010 and everything went a bit rah, and I think it must have been lost in that craziness, so that's a shame. But that was my first proper planner, and then I got into planning like I am now in 2011 when I started college, and yeah, which was a Filofax Lavender Metropole, so I got that, and then it was 2011 that I really found out about the planner community and places like Filofaxy and stuff like that, and got into planning with stickers and planning with washi tape and doing fun planning. And I happen to know that it was 2014 that I started doing decorated spreads, so it's been a while. Been a while. I'm an old hat at this point. Yes. Creatively Free To Be Me asks 5 questions. 1. What do you do for work? Okay, so short answer, I am studying for my masters. Long answer, due to health reasons, I am on a break from my masters. I haven't really spoke to you guys about my health reasons, mostly because I haven't got a diagnosis yet. I'm still waiting on that. But one of the things I thought I might mention, just because I've noticed it in videos more and more, is whatever I have, my doctor's fairly sure he knows what it is. I'm just waiting for like the official whatnot from a rheumatologist. Is so one of many other symptoms, which as I said I won't go into, is a neurological thing where I get brain fog and I can't comprehend things and my memory goes, and it's kind of upsetting. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but I also have this problem called word finding, so I just can't find the right word I'm looking for. It's just not there. So if in any of my videos I use a weird word that just doesn't fit in what I'm doing, that's what's going on. I notice it more and more in editing at the moment, that I'm like, why, that's the wrong word, why did you use that word, you weirdo? That's what that is. Or if there's like a break between words and I'm going, it's my brain freezing due to whatever it is this thing is. Anyway, I'm not telling you to ask for sympathy or anything, it's just information. But because of that stuff going on and all the other stuff that I haven't talked about, I'm on a break from writing my master's dissertation, because when you're having constant brain fog, it's quite difficult to write a master's level dissertation, quite frankly. But But yeah, I do also have a part-time job. Well, it's more like part to full, in between part and full-time job that doesn't require too much brain power. But I can't tell you what it is. Yeah, I'm not a super secret agent or anything remotely interesting, but for reasons I can't tell you, I can't tell you what it is. So, sorry. But yes, I do have a part-ish time job that keeps me within craft, so to speak. So, yeah, sorry for that non-answer there, but there you go. 2. What is your dream job? I don't know. I just don't know. I would love to just craft all day, do YouTube and stuff like that, but that's never going to happen because I'm rubbish at networking my own channel, so I'm never going to get paid for it. But yeah, I'd love to just, in all honesty, win the lottery or inherit like a gajillion pounds from someone, run a cat sanctuary and craft all day. So cats and crafts all day, every day would just be ideal. But other than that, I'd also like to do something that incorporates my degree and all the stuff that I worked really hard on. So stuff that's medieval, incorporate that, like maybe be a writer or something. Or tell you what would be awesome is to be like a consultant on a TV show like Vikings, like a TV show like Vikings, a historical one, and be a consultant with just sit there and go, no, not accurate. No, that never happened. No, you are wearing the wrong colour. They did not have that colour in that year. Or you are, no, that didn't happen in that year. But maybe I wouldn't be that good at it because I'm just such a stickler for historical accuracy. And I just sit there and go, nope, wrong. This is why I'm not allowed to watch historical programs with other people, because I just sit there going, nope, wrong, never happened. That happened 50 years later. That happened 20 years before. That kind of thing. So maybe I wouldn't be that good at that job. Question 3, I'm going to answer in a minute because I have some other questions that are similar to that question. So I'm going to skip forward to question 4, which is a crafty project you want to get into but have never got around to starting. Now, I'm not sure if you mean like a specific project or a general craft, but as it says crafty project, I'm going to go with project because, yeah. So let me think, what haven't I done? Well, I have a pile of photos to scrapbook that date back about 1.5 years. I still haven't done scrapbooked or journaled any of last Christmas. Oops. And I've already packed away my Christmas stuff, so I'm just gonna have to spend today and get all the Christmas stuff out and just sit and do all of it in one go. I have an arty thing I want to do. My mum bought me this beautiful big wooden box for Christmas, and it's one of like an unpainted one, so I want to paint that and do some fancy arty things on it and a couple of crafty little bits and bobs, and then have it as a memory box and put all my old journals, not all of them, they wouldn't fit, but some of my old journals and gig tickets and that kind of thing in there, because at the moment they're in just various shoe boxes. So that's something I want to do. If you guys want me to do a video on painting that, by the way, when I eventually get around to it, let me know, because even though I am this paper lover and painting a wooden box doesn't quite fit into that category, you might want to see it, I don't know. So let me know if you want to see that. And question 5, you are a cat lover, obviously, yeah. But how do you feel about puppy dogs? I love dogs. I really genuinely love dogs. I really want one. I prefer big dogs, big proper dogs like German Shepherds and Rottweilers and Pit Bulls and just big dogs, Irish Wolfhound, just huge dogs. I love huge dogs. I just want to cuddle them all. Every time I'm out and about and I see like a German Shepherd or a Husky, I'm just like, I love you. But yes, I don't dislike little dogs. I think maybe one scared me as a kid or something, because they kind of like, I'm always slightly a bit around them. And next door have a Jack Russell that just never shuts up. And yap. And yeah, it puts me off slightly. But at the same time, whenever I see a little dog out and about, I'm still like, come here, let me love you. So yeah, but if I were to have a dog, it would be like a German Shepherd. Probably a cross because of all the problems with pedigrees and stuff. But yes, I don't think my cat would appreciate a dog. Maybe he would, I don't know. But yeah, it is my dream to have a German Shepherd, who will be called Saxon, by the way. Saxon the German Shepherd. If anyone knows where that reference is from, you can have 10 points. So the question that I skipped, question 3, was I want to get into pen paling but don't know where to start / find good pen pals. Any suggestions? And Helen Turk also said, what's the best way to find pen pals? I'm not sure where to start. Love paper crafting and would love to find pen pals which are like-minded. And Olga, last name, I'm sorry, I had to put your username into Google Translate because it's in Cyrillic and I don't know how to read Cyrillic. It's in Russian, which is the Cyrillic alphabet, and I don't know how to read the Cyrillic alphabet. So I put it into Google Translate, which says that your name is Olga. Well, I really hope it is, and I'm sorry if it's not. But anyway, she said, my question is how you found / established your crafty community. All those crafty friends of yours, how did you meet them? So those 3 questions are kind of related. Olga's is slightly different, but they kind of have the same answer. So for straight pen paling, just letters, I actually started a few years ago before I had my Instagram or my YouTube or anything. And I went on a website called Sassociations. That's really hard to say out loud, and I don't think I've ever said it out loud. Sassociations. I'm going to spell that for you. That's how you spell it, and now it's probably backwards anyway. It's SASSOCIATIONS. Sassociations. It's either .org or .net, I'm not sure. But basically it's a really, really basic website. I don't know who started it or anything, but you just kind of put a little ad about yourself, not a picture or anything like that. You just like your name, your age, where you live. You don't put your actual address, obviously, just like your country, because people from all over the world use it. And you can choose how much information to put on. You can literally just have your name if you want to, or just your first name or whatever. And then you just write a short blurb about yourself, what you're looking for in a pen pal, that kind of thing. It is, how to say, you will get some weirdos message you. It's just inevitable. So use an email account that you don't care about for it. So I have like a spam email account. So you know when you're walking around town and people are like, sign up to this thing and we'll give you a lollipop, and I'm just like, yes, yeah, I'll just use my spam account. So I use that spam email account. So you just set up like just a Hotmail one that takes 2 minutes to set up. Use that email account so you can go through it and filter out some of the weirdos. Like it's inevitable, unfortunately, when you put your name out there. Like I've had a couple of marriage proposals via that website from people from certain countries that I'm not going to say the name of because I don't want to offend anyone, but use your imagination. But I have found some awesome people who I've been writing to. I have someone in Australia who found me through that website, and we've been writing to each other for a couple of years now. And to America, 3 actually American ladies who I've been writing to for kind of like the same amount of time. So for straight pen paling, that is a great place to go to. So, but as for like crafty pen pals, if you want to do like flip books and that kind of thing, how have I found mine? So my first flip booky pal, I think, was Gemma. I think you were the first. I'm sorry if someone else was the first and I've missed you out, really sorry. And Gemma messaged me because she'd watched a video of mine that I'd said I'm doing an Etsy series, and if you want me to use your favourite shop then let me know. And Gemma is on the design team for an Etsy shop, and she messaged me saying this is a shop that you might enjoy. And then we got chatting, and then she said something about like pen pals, and I was like, well, why don't we pen pal? So that's how Gemma and I found each other, and the great friendship has bloomed since then, which is also an answer to Olga's question. Who else? Another flipbook pal is Zoe, who that was Instagram, so she put out, I already followed her on Instagram, but she put out like does anyone want a flip book with me? That sounds dirty. But anyway, and I was like, yes, me please. And that's how that friendship started. And to carry on with Olga's question about crafty community, like other people like Alice, that's the Alice person, by the way, that's a joke. I met through Gemma, so I've met people at meetups and stuff. So the answer to both questions about finding planner friends and crafty friends and finding pen pally things is social media, basically. So Instagram, YouTube, yeah. I'm quite lucky in that most of mine have actually come to me. and that makes me sound like a big head, but I said I'm lucky because I've put myself out there. My YouTube channel is out there. People see me, and then often, not that often, I very occasionally get a message of people saying, do you want a mail? So yes, that's the way. So you kind of have to put yourself out there. I'm not saying you have to have a YouTube channel, but like an Instagram would help. There are lots of Facebook groups as well. They're usually offshoots from the bigger planner groups and bigger crafty groups. So do a search for Facebook groups. I'm not very active on Facebook groups personally, so I can't really recommend any of them. Like, I am a bit of a lurker on the Facebook groups, but I don't post really anything at all, so I'm not really qualified. But I would say Instagram is probably your best bet, because if someone messages you through Instagram saying, oh, do you want to be pen pals, then you can actually kind of look at their posts and stuff and get a sense of who they are and that they're a real legitimate person. But yeah, so you gotta kind of put yourself out there. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, that kind of thing is what I would recommend. And if you have an Instagram, do a pen pals wanted post maybe. Say what kind of thing you want to do, what kind of pen pals you want. And I'm about to be interrupted again, so hang on for just 1 second. One good thing about being 60 stairs up in a really tall house is you know when you're about to get interrupted, because you can hear doop, 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 doop up the stairs. So that's how I knew that was going to be interrupted. What was I about to say? Oh, if you're uncomfortable putting your address out or like giving it to a total stranger, totally understandable. Just ask the person if you can exchange some messages first, or some emails or whatever. And if they say no, run a mile. Quite frankly, you know, if they're like, no, I want to post immediately, then just be like, oh, screw you. No. So if they're a legit person, they'll be quite happy to do that. If they don't want to, then I wouldn't recommend. It's not a good sign. I will be doing a crafty ramble on happy mail and pen paling and that kind of stuff, so I might do that sooner rather than later. It's quite low down on my list of crafty rambles to do, but if you would like me to do it sooner, then I will. I've said quite a lot already, but I can do more, so let me know about that. And then a little bit more to Olga's question, as for crafty community, like friends and stuff, it's mostly through the pen paling that the friends have happened. So yeah, and then meetups and stuff. Now I totally understand if you're somewhere where you can't get to meetups, or if you have like anxiety issues and don't want to go to meetups, that's completely understandable. It just so happens that's how I've met a lot of mine. But just finding the people through Instagram, in fact, it's really all about social media that I've found all my crafty friends. So put yourself out there. I know it's difficult, trust me, it is difficult. I really, really struggled with it at first. But yeah, just go for it, and hopefully, you know, yeah, good luck. Thank you. Creatively free to be me, Helen Turk and Olga, for your questions. So next, Jem Kingaby, whose question is on the other side of the page, says, hi, fab video. If I made planner videos, they would be too similar, as I have a habit of chatting about nothing for ages. Thank you, I think. That's a compliment. Question, I'm wondering, what are your craft and planning items you couldn't live without? Also would love a video on your craft storage too. Okay, I'm just going to address that last thing first. I do have a craft room tour video, which I'll say I'll link it, but I'll probably forget, but it's somewhere on my channel from about 5-ish months ago, maybe 4 months ago, I don't remember. It is over an hour long, so oops, sorry about that, and I have changed up some things since then. Nothing drastic. So if you want to see how I store most of the stuff, then go check out that video. There is timestamps in the description that says when and where I go to certain areas of the craft room, if that helps. I mean, I suppose I could do a series on separate things, but as I've had the craft room tour, I don't know if that would work. So yes, there is a video. So as for craft and planning items you couldn't live without, well, planning, I need a planner and a pen and some paper, so there's the three obvious ones there. But as for more specific things, my ultimate thing I couldn't live without is washi tape. Quite frankly, I need washi tape in my life. I will cease to exist if there is no washi tape. Washi tape. If you saw my washi tape crafty ramble, I spoke about why it's the best thing ever. Other than washi tape, craft punches. Craft punches are great. So if I had to do without stickers and ephemera overnight. Like I wasn't allowed them, then craft punches, because as long as I'm allowed paper, at least, that would be mean. But because you can punch out patterns and stuff and on paper, so make circles, hearts, butterflies, any kind of thing like that, and then use them as ephemera, and if you put glue on them, then they're stickers. So yeah, washi tape and craft punches I couldn't live without. So thank you for your question. The Onyx Ravencoat, what is your most favourite paper craft project you have ever made and why? I hope that's not too difficult. I'm just up to the beginnings of Spike in my continuous Buffy marathon, FYI. That is a bit of a hard question, I'm not gonna lie. Also, yay for Spike, love Spike. Buffy is awesome. I haven't started my Buffy marathon yet because I'm currently on a Star Trek The Next Generation marathon and I can't stop halfway through marathon. Hashtag nerd problems. But yes, most favourite. That's quite difficult. My mum's birthday card that I made for her this year, I was particularly proud of. It was with many layers and things, and there was a vellum layer and an embossed layer and stuff like that, and I was really, really proud of that. Unfortunately, I can't show you because obviously she has it, so I can't show you that, so I'm really sorry. But there was ribbon too, so I was really, really proud of that. I was really proud of my Traveller's Notebook flip books that I made, just because I thought it was a genius idea, so I was quite proud of those. So if you haven't seen that, then go check that out, because, you know, they're proud of me. Thank you for your question. So I went downstairs to deal with that thing that kept distracting me, and then I left my glasses downstairs, so I've had to put on another pair. I know I don't wear them much in videos, but my doctor's been moaning at me that he's like, the reason you keep getting headaches so much is because you need to put your glasses on, you idiot. Didn't actually say I was an idiot, but you know, I could tell he was thinking it, so I was just like, yes sir, we'll remember to wear glasses. So this is my other pair of glasses. Which ones do you prefer? Let me know. These ones cost about 5 times the amount of the other ones, but so say these just because of money reasons. But anyway, let's go back to the questions. Dawn Turner asks, do you die cut? I am new to scrapbooking and planning and not sure whether to buy a die cutter or not. I do not own a die cutter. Last year, before I got my silhouette, I was very much thinking about getting one. And, you know, I was researching into, like, which ones are good and which ones are the best and stuff. But now I have the silhouette, I don't really want one. Like, if I want a die cut shaped, I can easily do it on my silhouette. Now, it is a bit of a faff. Like, quickly putting a die in a die cutting machine and rolly would be quicker than creating the file and printing it and then cutting it. Well, you don't have to print, you can cut it straight onto scrapbook paper. But anyway, yeah, and the reason I don't want both is because, like, it kind of intimidates me about having all the different dies. Like, there's so many, some of them are quite pricey, I know you can get them cheap, but I thought I would put them. I don't want just boxes and boxes of different dies, and I know that I would get addicted to buying dies. So that's why I don't have one. That's why I don't have one, mostly because I have the silhouette, but I know lots of people have die cutters and love them. So, but if you're new to scrapbooking and planning, well, you don't really need a die cutter for planning personally, I would say, but for scrapbooking, if you're new, don't jump in and buy a die cutter straight away. I would personally say, I saw someone recently in a Facebook group who'd like got a die in a magazine or something and was like, oh, I need to buy a die cutter. I was like, well, not really. So research them first, maybe like try one out or something if that's a possibility. But yeah, I don't, but I would have bought one if I didn't have the silhouette. So yeah, but I'm not really an expert on die cutting, so sorry, that's not a very good answer. I apologise, but thank you for your question. Angela Neri, I hope that I'm saying that right, Neri, asks many questions. The first one I will answer in a minute because it's similar to another question I have, the last question I have, so I will just put that aside for now. And so the first one I'm going to answer is, what is your favourite non-planner / crafty YouTuber? So as I said earlier, the majority of stuff I watch on YouTube is planner crafty stuff. However, being a massive nerd, although I hate saying that, I hate people who are just like, I'm such a nerd, oh I'm such a nerd, I want to stab everyone who says that, but I do like nerdy things, if this is true. Hence why all I watch on TV is Star Trek. Like, over and over again. I will just watch one series and then watch the other series and then watch another series and then go back to the beginning and start them all over again. Like I love it so much. But anyway, on YouTube, the other stuff I watch is nerdy stuff. So my favourite non-crafty planner YouTuber is someone that no one's probably who watches this channel isn't necessarily going to appreciate, but Mr. Sunday Movies. He's this hilarious Australian bloke. He's quite well known, like he's got probably like 1 million subs, so quite well known. And he does like reviews and trailer breakdowns and things you missed and what's the word? Easter eggs from movies, so comic book movies, superhero movies, that kind of thing. And he also has a podcast that they publish on YouTube called The Weekly Planet, which I listen to religiously, and it's so funny, and it's all about nerdy comic book movies and Star Wars and that kind of thing. So that's the other stuff I watch on YouTube. That's my favourite non-crafty YouTuber, Mr. Sunday Movies. Next, what's your job? Already answered. Sort of. How old are you? I'm 27. That's a short answer. How do you store all your stickers and keep them organised? I keep meaning to do a sticker storage video. I said I'd do it when I did my craft room tour, and that was in November. I just keep forgetting to do it. I'm sorry. I have a lot of sticker storage options. I have 5 of these folder display book things. Yes, 5 where I keep all my Etsy stickers. I have one of these concertina files that has other stickers in. I have sticker flakes, which are kept in little bucket things, and then I've got a load of things that are 12 inches long that have all my alpha stickers and my scrapbooking stickers and all of that kind of thing. And then I've got boxes where I've got like other sticker flakes and loose stickers and stuff. But I will do that sticker storage video soon. I promise I will try and remember to do that. Is Conan your only pet? Yes, he is. He is my darling. He is my one little baby. As I said earlier, I would love a dog, but at the moment with my health issues, I don't think I've got the, I couldn't commit to being able to walk the dog every day, so that's a shame. And I don't think Conan would like me to get a dog. I'd love another cat. I'd love to adopt a cat, but Conan does not get on very well with other cats. I did foster some kittens a few years ago, and he eventually started to cope with those, and I think if we had been able at the time to keep one, then he probably would have been fine eventually. But I don't think I could adopt a fully grown cat. Conan would not appreciate, so I'd have to get a kitten. So as much as I'd love to adopt, you know, the cat in the shelter that's got one missing ear and a blind in one eye and 2 legs and a crooked tail or something that no one else will adopt, I just can't, because Conan would beat him up. Conan is a bit of a bully. Then, what type of tea do you drink? I don't know if you mean brand or type, because if it's type, then British normal tea that you put milk in, like tea, proper tea, none of this green tea nonsense, although admittedly I kind of like this fruity tea that someone bought me, and it's kind of nice. And I drink chamomile at night before I go to bed because it helps me sleep. So I'm not like anti-herbal tea. I just, to me, tea means a proper cup of tea, proper, you know, tea. But brand-wise, Yorkshire tea is the only brand that is acceptable. Someone gives me PG tips, I just want to throw it back at them. I'm sorry. Yorkshire tea. Twinings is also acceptable. Twinings every day or Twinings English breakfast I will also accept. But other than that, Yorkshire tea. Then follow up. How do you take your tea? Milk. Ideally semi-skimmed milk, which is lacto-free. Goat's milk is also acceptable. Obviously I would like normal milk, but lactose intolerance is super fun. And 2 sweeteners, if you please, and the little pipette kind of sweeteners, not sweetener powder, because I hate that stuff. It makes it all syrupy and gross and ugh. So 2 little pipette sweeteners and semi-skimmed milk, preferably lacto-free. Not soy, because I'm also intolerant to that, which makes it super fun to go for coffee out. Then lastly, what is your most expensive washi? I'm not sure. I'll just look in my washi drawer briefly 2 secs. Okay, I think this is my most expensive washi, because it came in a pack of 3 from Hobbycraft, and I think the pack of 3 was about £5, but I didn't actually like the other 2 tapes very much, but really, really liked. I mean, look how pretty. Look, just look how freaking pretty that is. So yes, I bought the pack for £5 in the knowledge that I didn't really like the other 2 tapes. So I think that would make this my most expensive washi, because yeah, but so pretty. Okay, people, last question. You're all going, oh, finally, bring on the giveaway, woman, and shut up. So, yes. So, Angela Neri's first question was, what is your favourite nail varnish brand? And then Fiona Hitchman has asked, do you paint your nails yourself? And what brands of polish are your favourites? They always look amazing. Oh, thank you. So, yes, I always paint my nails myself. I think I've had 1 professional manicure in my entire life, and that was for a special occasion, so yeah. I mean, I liked having it done. I quite like that waxy stuff they put on your hands and then peel off. That was really, really nice. But I hate the feeling of someone else filing my nails and gross. I can do it myself, but other people doing it freaks me out so much. So yes, I always do it myself, and yeah. The reason my nails are always painted nicely is because I'm actually a horrific nail biter, and I tried all the things like to stop nail biting, you know, like putting it in the solution stuff that tastes like absolutely foul, and nothing worked. And someone suggested to me, why don't you keep your nails nicely painted, and then you won't want to bite them. And then that's how it's come about. So as long as they're always nicely painted, then I'm not gonna bite them. Brands of polish, my absolute favourite is Maybelline Colour Show, although it annoys me every time that colour is spelt in the American way without a U, but so every time I paint my nails I'm still like, colour has a U in it. But yeah, so I have a good 25 to 30 bottles of Maybelline Colour Show, and I like it because it's like a budget nail polish. It's like £3 for a normal colour, and then usually 4 or 5 for like one of the fancy glittery ones, and it's really, really good. Like, it's really, really chip resistant, it lasts for ages, and yeah, so that's my absolute favourite brand. And also all the different colours and stuff it comes in. They've got loads of pastel colours and lots of like fun top coats that have like flakes and glittery things and sequins and that kind of thing. So there we are. Now I've finished reading off the sheet, I can take my glasses off. I've also got these ones, by the way. So let me know which ones are your favourite, except these ones aren't prescription, they're just the ones from the pharmacy that are like magnified, but I like my old lady librarian glasses. Yes, now I'm not reading off a sheet, I can use my eyes. So, that's enough of Q&A. I'm sure it was way too long, and I'm sorry, not sorry. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed that kind of thing. Maybe I'll do another one in the far distant future. We'll wait a while, I'll give you guys a break, you poor things. But now, giveaway time. So to celebrate and say thank you for 1,000 subscribers, I am giving away a Kikki.K medium leather personal planner from the Paws Original collection. You guys know I love, love, love the Paws collection. I absolutely love both my Paws planners, so I just wanted to share the love for Paws and Kikki.K, and so this is the giveaway prize. So this is a brand spanking new item. Look, label on the back. I've only taken it out of the box for the purpose of this video, and also to check that everything was fine inside, like the rings were okay and all that, but it will be put back in the box. Here's the box, you see, for the winner. So yes, I'll just open it up so you can have a little look-see. So yes, all new, still got this doobie what's it on. You've got your pad there and your flappy bit. I'm not going to go through the inserts because, as you might probably won't be able to see, but there's a plastic thing that keeps all the inserts together like this. So I want it to be all like shiny and new for the winner. Oh look, the little silica gel thing just fell out. So yes, but if you would like to see what the kind of inserts that are in this are like, then go and watch my unboxings of my Kikki.K planners. So for the size of the inserts and what they'll look like, then go watch the unboxing of my personal or medium paws Guld. And then for the colours of what the like the dividers and stuff are going to look like, then watch the unboxing of the A5 paws original. So I don't have this exact one myself, so it's a mix of the two things that I love. But that'll give you an idea of the inserts if you don't know what kind of thing's going to be in them already. And just flip this over, and then you've got a pocket at the back, which I'm not going to show you again properly because it's got the label-y thing here, but there's a notepad at the back as well. So yes, that is what is available to you as a giveaway prize. Isn't it very, very pretty? Look at the little K. Little K there. Oh, I love it. I really want to keep it for myself. But I won't. I don't need it. Oh, it's so pretty. Should have bought another one for myself. Oh, I really, really want it. I really, really want it. Oh. So yes, as I said, for more details of what it looks like and stuff, check out those unboxings. I will try and remember to link them, but you know what I'm like. I always forget to link stuff. But anyway. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. So I'm just going to hold this while I talk about how to enter the giveaway because... Yes, so to enter the giveaway, this one is only on YouTube. Often I've had my giveaways available, and I'll put this down now, on Instagram and YouTube. But as I promised after my giveaway at Christmas, I was going to do a YouTube only one, especially for anyone who doesn't have Instagram. And as this is a celebration of 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, then it's nothing to do with Instagram. So yes, that's what's going on there. So details on how to enter. You'll just need to do 3 simple tasks, and that is all. So number 1, subscribe to my channel. If you are already subscribed, then you've skipped a task. Well done you. 2, like this video. Now I do notice when I've done giveaways in the past, there have been more entry comments than likes on the video, and it's just like, guys, missed a step. So yes, just to explain to people who don't like have a YouTube channel, likes actually like help you be seen on YouTube, so please remember to do that, just for me, thank you. And then lastly, and this one requires a little bit of effort on your part, is leave a comment on this video and tell me, I'm making you work this time, like I want this for myself, so I'm making you work for it because it makes me feel better about not having it. So yes, leave a comment and tell me what you would use this planner for. So it doesn't have to be like, you don't have to turn it into your everyday planner. You don't have to use it every day. You know, whether you just want to use it for meal planning or, I don't know, tracking your cat's hairballs. I don't care. As long as you're going to use it for something, then that will be fine. And I just don't want it sitting on a shelf doing nothing, being an ornament, basically. I want to know it's going to be used and it's going to be loved. So yes, tell me what you're gonna, what everyone's getting one, what you would use this planner for. And you know, everyday planner is a fine answer too. You don't have to make it too detailed or anything like that, you know. And I'm not actually choosing the winner based on the comment. I'm not gonna flick through and then find a sob story about something and how you desperately need one. I'm not going to be choosing it on that basis. It will still be chosen completely randomly via random.org, the random number generator, but I'd still like to know that people will actually use it. So that's, you have to put a bit of effort in for this one, guys. Okay. The giveaway is open internationally and it will be running until the 2nd of April. That is Sunday the 2nd of April, and will close at 5 PM GMT. Are we on GMT or BST yet? You know what? I think the clocks changed this week or next week. Oh my goodness, I completely haven't thought this through. 5 PM, whatever time it is in Britain, basically. So 5 PM in the UK. And yes, and then the winner would, as I said, be chosen randomly. I will publish a quick video to say who the winner is, and if they could email me, you know, ASAP with their details, that would be fab. If they don't contact me within 48 hours, it will go to someone else because that's only fair. So just a couple of rules. You please be over 18, just because I don't want any angry mothers knocking down my door, and you will need to give me your address, and that would, you know, I know it crosses some lines about under 18's addresses or something, I don't know. I'm keeping myself on the safe side here, guys, okay? And what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh yeah, please don't subscribe to unsubscribe, because like, it's just so rude. Don't do that. What is wrong with people when they do that? It's just rude. And yeah, I think that all made sense, and that's all I need to say. I'll write it all out, as I always do, in the description box. So if I have been unclear in any way, you may go and read that. And yes, so there we go. One beautiful, so beautiful, Kikki.K Pause Medium Personal Planner out for grabs. Oh, it's so pretty. So if you made it through this entire video, then a gold star for you. And yeah, thanks again for 1,000 subscribers. It's awesome. Thanks to everyone who asked a question, and I hope I answered them in an appropriate and informative way. And yes, don't forget to enter the giveaway, and good luck to everyone. And yes, can I enter myself to win it? Is that allowed? I don't think that's allowed. And just lastly, if there's anything you would like to see on my channel, any particular videos or anything, then do let me know, and I will try to fulfill your requests. But I have some ideas for some stuff coming up, mostly Crafty Ramble related, but anywho. So yes, thank you again, and I will go now and spend like 3 days editing this video, because I've got like a bajillion years of footage, and yeah, thanks, bye.